Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Red Valkyrie Presents. I am, of course, Shay the Red, and I finished the mask. I'm so happy. Oh, that's awesome. I am, of course, here with my awesome co-host. Oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? Oh, Brian, if you would have been in the earlier live stream, you would have heard, like, people were like, it's okay, Shay, you can do it. And they're like, you don't have to kill yourself for these, And I was like, everyone shut up. Like,
don't kill yourself for that jerk who just draws a funny book.
We love Brian on this channel. Brian is a friend of the channel, damn it.
Shay, don't forget to get your screen share ready.
Oh, hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was gonna forget that. I got so caught up in the paint fume. You see, I can only half see people. I also see a whole lot of little fairies. They're beautiful.
But when you get the tunnel vision, it's time to take off the helmet. Like when everything, all of reality starts to get closing
when
in.
Everything starts to do this, I'll be like, okay, I don't normally do this, but the cosplay's coming off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's actually really funny. Brian, would you know anything about Optimus Prime by chance?
Oh, we've met.
Yeah, a little bit, like a tiny bit.
Here and there. Yeah.
You text each other often?
We do. He's kind of a jerk. You write this long text and he just gives you okay. Or thumbs up. I'm like, oh, come on, dude, give me something.
3 a.m. He gets all up in your DMs.
Yo, yeah. I'm like, what are you drinking right now? He's just like, I love you, man.
Did you up it to the full synthetic? Stop. Good hell.
Sweet
what is it? Energon, yeah. Energon and like moonshine mixed.
Yeah.
Oh, so of course I have my awesome co-host Alex. How are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing great. This turned out so fucking phenomenal. What really added it was the highlights and the black that she went in with, because I saw this when it was painted up with just the red, just the blue, and just the yellow edging. It did not look. It looked fine, but it did not. Okay. It did not look. Oh my god! And adding that stuff in, and Shay has this way of doing masks and helmets where she lays in the colors and the highlights and stuff, and it comes out looking so fucking comic book. It's just rock star.
Thank you. You know what the secret is? I stare at what Brian draws, and then I go, I can't do that. But maybe if I squint real hard, it'll almost look like that.
Yeah, you put it into Photoshop and then you crank up the contrasts. And you just use the big splotches.
What do you think she's doing in OBS right now? You think those are the real colors? No.
I mean, let's be real. They're not far off of the actual
They're not
colors.
Super far off.
They're pretty close. It is a little.
You don't never pull back the curtain. You always have to be the magician behind the curtain. Those are the actual colors as far as anybody's concerned.
I'm really a robot. That's what it is, actually.
See, I'm slowly getting her to cyborg. She was human, now she's a robot. Then I'll bring the two together.
Yes. Apex says she looks like the real Thunder Punch robot. Thank you. I was really happy when I showed it to other people, and I was like, can you tell what it is? And they went, it's Gunship Thunder Punch. And I was like, oh good, I did a good enough job. He goes, it looks exactly like Gunship Thunder Punch. And I went, oh, then I did a better than good enough job. Oh, Brian, how are you? I'm so happy that we have you on.
I'm good. I'm tired. I've got I'm out here on my deck with a cigar and a beer and a huge black eye, which is why my camera's off.
Oh, come on. Show us the black eye. It's awesome.
I look horrible. All right, hang on a second. I look horrible. I'm going to switch it off. I'm being totally vain here. Let me see here. Switch this on. Look at that.
Oh,
look at that.
Shit. What did you do?
Just put on sunglasses.
Yeah. Now, that would be a douchey thing to do on a live stream at night. Yeah, so I teach sparring at the gym, and we have this 15-year-old girl that started coming to sparring, and she
bless her heart.
So timid, she would like go out of her way to miss. Like she didn't want to hit you, touch you, whatever. 2 months later, We were sparring the other night on Tuesday, and we do like MMA stuff. So we go to the ground, and I had her in. If anybody knows anything about like jujitsu, like side control, so I had her in control, but she was just getting so frustrated. She just like her hand came over and pow, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Also, I'm very proud of you.
I was like, did you just punch me? And good job.
Yeah.
And did you just punch me?
So no, I was proud of her. I mean, if you had seen her the first month or so, you would have been like, "Really? She did that?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm a great teacher."
I totally get that though. Like I studied. So my dad taught Lima Llama, and it's a Polynesian American martial art. It's basically like street fighting, and it's terrible and horribly ineffective in so many ways. Like I learned how to block, punch, and kick from it, and everything else that it tried to teach, I was like, this is not helpful.
Yeah.
But I went and did Aikido, and the first little bit in Aikido, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna like. I saw Christian Tissier, and I was like, there's no way in hell. And then like a month in, I was like, oh fuck yeah, I am amazing. Like, I would get teamed up with the guys that are like bouncers at bars, and they're like 280 pounds, they're 6'3", they're fucking massive, and they'd be like, do I have you in a wrist lock yet? And I'd reach up and tap their face, and I was like, no. They were like, what the fuck? And I was like, you gotta be spot on with the girls because we're bendy. And then I get them and
that's the thing. Like I'll get the girls in like Kimura or something, like a joint lock, and it's like bend. I'm like, okay, you're freaking me out. I'm just gonna let go. Something's gonna pop.
Stop. I don't. Are you sure? You sure you can't feel it? And like I had to take for one of these guys because he was like the biggest problem that he had. He was a bouncer at a bar, and he said the worst part of his job was when you had the drunk sorority girls because you could never contain them.
Yeah,
because they're bendy and melty. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, they take off shoes and like go for your face like with the heel, and I just need to get them under control. And I was like, okay, let me show you. And he goes, so you see this? And he goes, yeah. And I go, so, and I take my own arm and I go twist like this, and I went, oh, I'll rip right there. And he was like, are you serious right now? I was like, yeah, that's how much it takes for a chick. And he went, well, good shit.
I need to catch up with the chat real quick. So first of all, yes, North Free, he got into a bar fight with a 15-year-old girl. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Eric McIntyre, yes, he got beat up by a 15-year-old girl. That is indeed true.
Spread that around.
Yep.
Let's see. Hold on. North Free, wow, a girl did that. She's going to be a killer when she grows up.
Nice.
Probably, yeah.
Never heard someone so elated about being punched in the face. Another $2 for a Drizzink. Did you actually get that in?
I did.
Holy shit.
I'm amazing.
And we are all caught up, and thank you for the $2, Neff.
Thank you very much, Neff.
Awesome. Well, Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the story. It was magical.
I'm happy that we get to talk about Brian getting punched in the face.
Shay, tell him the story about your dad accidentally punching you in the face.
My dad and I used to spar, and he was comfortable enough with me that he was like actually throwing punches, and I was blocking, everything was fine. And then out the window, there was a car that drove by, and it had a crack on its windshield. Mm-hmm. And we were up so high, and the sun hit it just right that it glinted and shot straight into my eye, right as my dad was punching. And I turned like this, and my dad went, oh shit, and he couldn't pull it in time because he was too far forward. He hit me square in the nose. I like took 2 steps back, and I was like, ow. I like felt my face and went, oh, I'm not bleeding. And I was like, all right, let's keep going. He went, oh my gosh, I punched my baby girl in the face. And he's like, we're done. We're not doing this anymore.
In fact, never tell your mother.
And I was like, I can't believe it. I'm the worst father. And I was like, Dad, we're sparring. I got distracted. I learned a valuable lesson about never get distracted.
And you just gave me some
of a sparring fight.
You just gave me Child Protection Services ammunition. So
yeah.
Well, I told him flat out, I was like, look at it this way, at least your baby girl can take a punch in the face. And then he got all upset all over again. I was like, I was trying to cheer you up.
There's just no winning with you sometimes, Dad.
He felt terrible. And I the whole time, I was like, this is why you don't get distracted in the middle of a fight. It makes perfect sense now. Oh gosh. Okay. The guy.
What other
It
injuries can we
was.
talk about?
I know. Are we? There's something about a book at some point. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
well, whatever.
I mean, that's only why we're here.
Fine. Okay. Should we watch a trailer, Brian?
Sure, watch the trailer.
Ooh. Okay then.
Gunship Thunder Punch is back. This second graphic novel in the series picks up where the adventure began in the first 80-page book. And if you missed book 1, don't worry. You can get on board with books 1 and 2 in this Indiegogo campaign. Martians kidnapped her son, and Nova Marcos has one chance to get him back. Her only hope lies with an outdated transforming gunship, a convict, and a gun-toting hillbilly. More mutants, more Martians, more ships, more sci-fi robot adventure. During this campaign, you can get exclusive extras like prints, trading cards, and original art. Time is limited, so get in now. But hang on, there's more. This book comes with an original synthwave album. Immerse yourself in the adventure with an original soundtrack inspired by Gunship Thunder Punch. Get your quarters ready to go. That's an arcade reference. Press start on Gunship Thunder Punch.
Oh my
That's an
gosh.
arcade reference.
That was so good.
Got
was
something out
amazing.
for the kids.
If you couldn't
That was-
tell, that's the first time I've actually watched the trailer for this. Like, I've scrolled through the campaign so many times, and
Yeah.
I already knew off of the first book I was backing this because the first one was so good. I didn't watch the trailer.
I
No,
always watch the trailer. I pour my
We-
heart and soul into it.
we
was
never
so
we
good.
never watched the trailer until the show, and I love how your echo was like spot on in the beginning, and then your echo started preceding what you were saying in the
Yeah.
foreground, and then it started saying completely different shit. I'm like, what?
Oh my gosh, I fucking love this, Brian. Okay, so Gunship Thunder Punch 2. If you
I'm
haven't
gonna
read
mute
the
and watch
first,
that again. Fuck it.
I'm gonna watch it one more time.
No, I'm gonna mute and watch it on my own.
Nice. So if you haven't read book 1, I feel sorry for you.
Mm-mm.
It was phenomenal. So well done, amazing art, awesome story, and now we are back for book 2. And look, I'm just saying you can get book 1 because Brian is a giver.
Here it is. Yep. Get in on that. Look, there's only 70 out of 300 claims. There's plenty of room to jump in.
Yes. I'm just gonna assume it's because everybody got the book the first time through. I mean, I kind of want to get it again and then like send it to my dad or send it to
Hey, there you
someone.
go.
Look, Father's Day's in June. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
Mother's Day's tomorrow. You're too late for that. Father's Day's in June, and I can just send him a picture of the Indiegogo back and be like, "This will happen."
Yeah.
For you in September-ish. But yeah, why don't you go ahead and tell us about Gunship Thunder Punch 2?
Gunship Thunder Punch 2 starts off where book 1 ended, at the cliffhanger ends, where they're in some deep trouble. Because, you know, as good stories go, you got to get your characters in some deep doo-doo. And that's where I left them. And so they're trying to fight their way to... if you haven't gotten book 1, I don't want to spoil where it ended, but they're not where they meant to go. And now they're having to fight their way out of a bad situation. And so they're things are going to get a little more hairy, a lot more fight scenes and mechs and ships and problems, because this is basically Act 2 of the first 3-book trilogy. So that's where we are. We got it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
yeah,
a fun book.
it's gonna be great. I am so excited for it. And I'm a little sad because I want to see more. I want to see more art, and I don't get to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
There's gonna
you're
be stuff
not.
coming up. No, not really not. There's gonna be some more stuff coming out in the next month, especially on my live streams. I'm gonna be working on some pages there, and
Awesome.
posting some updates with as I go through, the book. So I got to get this done over the summer, And then my goal is by the end of the year to launch book 3. So it's hustle time.
Yeah. Hell yeah. The hell am I gonna do for book 3, Brian?
Well,
More
you
Max.
You got to see what's in book 2, and then
I know.
Whatever you do, I expect there to be LEDs on
Damn
the
it.
screen. That's my only prerequisite for the next
he does
thing.
this every time he's
Got to
on.
ramp it up.
He ups
I'm
it,
doing-
and then he makes me my pride. You see, I must.
I'm doing a
I must-
mashup between Gunship and Nova.
So it's like gunship with hair, or
And tits.
and a jacket.
I'm going to call it Gunship Tit Punch.
Oh
That
my
sounds painful.
gosh.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds like what Psy threatens frequently.
Yes. Just speed bag in your boob.
Oh man. Oh look, I could be one of these adorable little guys. Like
You
They look-
good.
they look fun.
You need to find a way to get a prettier tongue, though, because your tongue's pretty gross.
That's amazing. That right there is perfect.
Gunship Nova tits. Thank you, chat. I really appreciate that.
Our chat is the best chat ever. Seriously.
Oh, Brian, do you
Oh.
still have all 3 covers?
I do.
Awesome. Can we
I do.
request?
Yeah, if you send me a message through Indiegogo, otherwise it's just going to be what I have available.
Right.
But if there's one in particular, just shoot me a message and I'll try to include that. I got plenty of each. It was just so much of a hassle to like have this tiers for this one and this tiers for this. It's like
Yeah.
I'll just grab
You
one.
know, they made drop downs now.
Really? I didn't even.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
not see that.
Yeah.
You could do book 1 and then you could have cover A, B, and C.
Oh
Yep.
Lord.
Just-
When did they come out with that?
A little bit ago.
Yeah, you're about 6 weeks in now, so maybe it was during that time.
Yeah, I didn't see that. What I have realized is that people, when they check out, because I've got all the add-ons, right? You can
Yep.
add on the merch and everything, but people kept telling me they missed it, and then finally somebody told me because it pops up and it looks like the kind of pop-up that you're just kind of programmed to close and keep doing what you were doing. So if you get Thunder Punch and things pop up at checkout, look at it.
Yeah.
You're getting options. You're getting
Scroll.
options.
Scroll. Which is another thing. So something that I noticed when I was scrolling through your campaign page is you have a really, really awesome tier, or you have like you have an add-on, you also have kind of like the tier where you can get it, but you don't really get to see everything that's in it, and it's the merch pack.
Yeah. Yep. The
The
merch
hell
pack
is in the merch pack?
Well, let's see. Patches. I know
That was what I was wondering.
Yes. Patches, stickers, magnets, keychains,
Keychain.
t-shirts,
Mhm.
maybe some other stuff. I'm going to cram as many things as I can in there. So I did make sure that patches were included.
I appreciate you, Brian.
No
very
problem.
much. He's like,
I got to
just
take care of the
don't
patch
listen.
people.
Nice. Patches of the hand,
Official sponsor.
right? Might as well be.
And I was just going to show you this really quickly. Shay, it's going to boot your screen. Just give me 1 second. This is the add-on screen. So if you
Okay.
if you go to do it, it's not a pop-up. It's the entire left of the screen.
Oh, yeah, scroll down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You just have to, like, it says proceed to checkout because you're not at checkout yet. If you are
Yeah.
looking, if you're not new, if you don't understand Indiegogo real well, if you haven't gotten to a screen that is showing your mailing address, you're at an add-on screen in between.
I'm
Me
going to
too.
email the guy that I talked to at Indiegogo, because the way they easily fix this is move that proceed to checkout to the bottom of that scroll.
Yeah.
That's what's doing, because when you like right there, that looks like it's the whole screen,
Yes.
unless you see the
Yeah.
bar at the side. That's the problem.
Yeah, and the bar at the side on some browsers is very tiny.
Yeah.
See, I'm in a habit of scrolling because I specifically was looking at your campaign and I went, I wonder if you can get just the shirt, or if you get the whole merch pack or what's in it. And so
Yeah.
I went to this page and I went, I'm gonna scroll just to see. Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
This is normal 100% view, so it does show there. But for
Okay.
those of us who
Zoom in.
zoom in,
Okay. Yeah.
this is where I usually sit. Plus, I share my screen on streams, so I have to zoom in a little bit for text to be at all readable. So at 150, you're screwed.
But
Yeah.
okay, so before you leave this, let's just go ahead and check out the add-ons because they're pretty fucking sweet. So you have a merch pack,
Yep.
which is all of the stuff that you just said,
Mm-hmm.
to include patches
Yes.
and t-shirts.
Yes.
Patches and t-shirts. I'm already like that.
And
I'm sold
keychain.
enough. There's a keychain and there's stickers and there's all kinds of like just get the merch pack. And then you have both of your art books, which I think I have both of these.
I know you have this one. I saw.
I
it.
know I have that one.
Yeah, the other one is going out now, so it's on the way.
I was gonna say that one is. I think I added it into my first round backing of this,
Okay.
and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be backing again.
Gotcha.
116 pages.
Yes.
$15.
And
Yeah.
can I just say, I've thumbed through that first one, and it simultaneously makes me never want to draw again, and desperately want to try because you're like, but it's so good, and maybe I could learn something. And then you try it, and you go, I'm no Brian Sure, and then you just throw it off to the side, and then you go,
No.
but maybe let's try one more time.
Read the highlight, Shay.
I did know Frog G in the chat asked something about digital tier. This is one of those little glitches that, you know, after you launch, you realize you kind of screwed up. He said, I see you have a digital option for book 2, and you have book 1 digital as an add-on, but you can't get book 1 if you get book 2 digital. If you get book 2 digital, you get access to both. I just didn't state that clearly, and I can't add it in now because people have bid on it. But if you get the digital tier, you get book 1 and 2.
So, and one way to fix it, and it's entirely up to you if you think it's worth it or not. If you ever have an issue in one of your tiers where something was unclear or you didn't, charge right shipping or whatever, if you can duplicate it and then hide the original one and put it back up with your correction.
Yeah,
the
I did
downside
have
to
my
that
last
is
one, I think, but
I know some people like seeing how many people have backed certain
yeah.
tiers. I usually don't care. The only time it bothers me is when I see somebody who has something that is really, really good, like for a really good price, like original sketches or stuff like that, and the number is 0.
Right.
Then I'm like, how
Why?
has
What's wrong?
no one got this? That makes no sense.
Yeah. So what's wrong with it?
Shay, read that out loud so I can move off this screen.
It says comes with an original drawing and back.
Yes. $15, 116 page art book with an original drawing in the back.
Yep,
So
like I
get the
said,
art
both of them.
books.
Oh my god. We just went inside you, Brian.
And that one's 120 pages, and that also has an original sketch in the back.
Yep. And there's a
So-
section on the making of Gunship Thunder Punch in that volume 2 art book. So if you're
Yeah,
interested
I've
in
seen over
all
there.
that, there's a Thunder Punch, extensive Thunder Punch history.
Nice. And I'm gonna say again, get the damn merch pack. Just get the merch pack. There's no reason not to.
There you go. We're back to your screen, Shay.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Brian?
Woohoo.
This is all the sounds.
It sounded like the phone was in your armpit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got my headphones on and the microphone is dangling.
I hate it when I
It's
dangle.
fine. The microphone does that to me all the time. Okay, so North Free wants to know, Brian, is there a mech robot comic or TV series you can say Thunder Punch is spiritually related to?
Yeah.
Just trying to get a feel for it.
That's a good question. Well, obviously it's got a little bit of Transformer flavor just because it's a transforming gunship. But other than that, I really liked things where they're kind of on a quest. So I don't know if this counts as mech though, because I was a big fan of Star Blazers or Space Battleship Yamato growing up, and they're on that quest, which this isn't quite as long a quest, but other than just Transformers and like I always loved Transor Z when I was a kid, or Mazinger Z if you're a purist. I just grew up with all those 80s transforming or mech robot series that I watched as a kid. So it's kind of a put all those in a pot and stir it up and I tell people this is kind of my love letter to my 80s cartoon watching. So
It also
Yeah.
reminds me of like an Americanized version of Macross.
possibly, the interesting thing is I never watched Macross or Robotech for some reason. I've only recently started getting into it. And I don't know why. And the only thing I can figure out is that it was on a different channel and I watched something else. And when I was a kid, you only had 3 channels.
Yeah.
So something else. I was watching something else. And we haven't talked about the fact that everybody that backs this gets original synthwave album that I'm co-composing with a friend of mine. So
24 Eyes wanted to know, is it a complete album?
is the album complete? It's not complete yet. We're working on it right now. You can hear 2 tracks right now.
Okay.
But, like that's what the screen is on right there. And so I'm working on it. It's going to be released digitally. It's not a record because that's expensive.
Yeah.
If it hits $1 million, if the campaign suddenly freakishly shoots up to $1 million, sure, but otherwise you can download it.
Right. And I wanted to, if you are okay with it, Brian, I wanted to play at least one of the samples. Which sample do
Sure.
you think is better?
Well, the song that was playing behind the trailer is one of them, so you've kind of heard that. So if you play the one on the bottom, that's a different one.
All right. It's so sad. I get it now though. It's left to Russ, so this is kind of when he was abandoned.
Yeah.
Dude, I can get behind this. This is awesome. I should have played this while I was building this in
Yeah.
the background. Damn it.
Shay, while we're listening, look at your DMs.
Dude, I love this. This is awesome. I'm gonna have to play this the next time we do an Into the Forge if Brian's okay with it.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
I'm not going to copyright claim you.
Yeah, that's the actual concern. Cause this shit happens a lot.
I know.
Yeah, and Past Master Jen says, is this synth music?
Yes, it's synth wave.
Yeah.
It's synth with an electric guitar in there.
Yeah.
That's not synth.
It's
It's
like-
80s retro wave, whatever it's called.
Yeah. It's a mishmash. Just go for it. It's awesome. Okay, so before we go through your tiers, let's talk about what stretch goals you've already hit. So you got your trading cards. What trading cards do you have?
So in the first book you had their character bios and of Nova and Thunder Punch, and in this one you'll have the other 2 main characters, at least maybe more, of Stitch, the hillbilly gun nut, and the commander, and again maybe some mech stats. And so every book will come with those. So they'll be stuffed in the front page of your book. And then the other one, the 15K stretch goal we unlocked, I'm including a How to Draw Robots the Shearer Way tutorial. So if you're into drawing, you'll get some tips on how I think when I draw robots.
Yeah, I tried to channel in some of the texture in here where I was like, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably not right, but we're going with it.
I'll give you a little insight into what I'm thinking when I'm drawing, and like putting things in perspective and how you have to cheat things to make them look right.
Yes, so I'm noticing in building like actual models of stuff, the more I'm improving in my regular like art skills, whether it's painting or drawing, the better these end up coming out, because I'm like, oh, well, a line would be about here, and so if I make a cut here, it
all helps. It all builds, so every little bit helps.
And then at 20K,
Yeah, so at 20K, Alex Milne, who's worked on a crap ton of Transformer comics for IDW, he did the one of the variant covers for book one. He's going to do a 5-page backup story, so there'll be even more content, give you a little more kind of fleshing out who Thunder Punch is. I already know what that story is, so we're only, I don't know, 2,200, 20 something like that, $100 away from it.
Yeah, not far.
So yeah, I think we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. Look at that. Super close. And you still have 17 days left.
Yep.
And are you gonna go in demand?
Yeah, I'll leave it in demand till it goes to print.
Hell yes. Okay, so the all important part, are you keeping all of these tiers, or are you cutting them down when you go in demand?
We'll probably cut one or two of them down. I haven't made the final decision yet, but
Okay.
Anything that is not, you know, if I don't run into any issues like the merch pack where I need to get this now, or otherwise the finances aren't going to work out, I may have to shut something down like that. But otherwise, I'll leave as much open as I can.
Okay. Awesome.
And I want to add too, people on my mailing list. If you go to gunship-thunderpunch.com, I'm sending out a secret perk to my mailing list, which is Thunder Punch acrylic standee. So
awesome.
only people on my mailing list, and when you sign up for that, you will get a welcome email that gives you the link to that secret perk.
Very cool. I have to go back through and double check. I know I'm on your mailing list.
Well, if you're depends on whether your email decided to actually give it to you or put it in spam or not, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I do too much with email. I need to streamline my shit more. Okay, let's go through your tiers because you've got some pretty fucking awesome ones. So your featured one
is book one and book two.
Yeah.
So that's the first book was, I think, with all the extra stuff. It was 70 some pages of story. It was 80 pages altogether with the fan art section and all that. The next book will be at least that long. So you're looking, 160 some odd pages between the two.
Nice.
Of stuff, and the Synthwave album.
Hell yeah.
And the trading cards now.
Dude, I'm seriously gonna listen to that Synthwave album whenever I'm like just trying to chill and paint and stuff because I feel like it's one of those
that's the
things
kind of stuff I listen to when I'm working. I just want to kind of zone out and work, and so that's the kind of the album. Like at least when I have 30 minutes, hopefully more, of just stuff you can just put on and have on and just kind of chill and do your business with.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. All right, and then of course you have a tip jar.
Of course.
Because why wouldn't you? And you get your name on a thank you page for that. It's very nice. Most people don't do that. If you do a tip jar, they're like, "I'm thanking you currently in this tier as you're tipping me. Thank you." Really, that's all you get.
So 2 people so far are gonna get their names in there.
Yay! Digital version and the album.
And that gets you book one and book two. It doesn't say it explicitly, but it's there.
Gets you all the things. And then we have the Brian Scher cover, book two.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
And then we have Robert Atkins cover.
Yeah, Robert worked on G.I. Joe and he's still working on it too. For a long time, he's was old studio mate of mine, and he is. That's not the actual cover. That's just.
I was going to say that. I mean,
it's amazing because he did all that with a red pencil.
Bravo.
So yeah, he's. I should be getting at least a preview of it pretty soon, and I'll send out an update. But he's doing a cover of the variant cover for it.
Nice, awesome. And then book two with Prince and the album.
Yeah. So you get all that stuff, and then you get to Prince. And if you got my first book, same kind of deal. You'll get 2 prints in that package, along with the album and the book.
So are those the
No, those are just those are placeholders.
Okay. So I was gonna say I love this one. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Plus, it's also you get to show off her chest, which is awesome.
Right. That's problematic.
Is it?
I'm canceled now. I'm canceled. I'm already canceled. I canceled myself about 8 months ago, so I'm good.
Yeah,
But we renewed you anyway.
Oh, dang it.
I know, but just for Red Valkyrie stuff though. So you just hang out over here.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Same.
I can't wait for people to lock on to the fact that they'll see something like this and they'll be like, wow, what a misogynist, and they'll be like, yeah. I can't wait for me to take this helmet off. What were you gonna say, Alex?
I was going to say, what do we back this at? Because this got some good shit.
I don't know, but we're backing it again, so that's cool.
Oh, okay. Are we getting
I've
the
already
merch?
decided.
I'm curious.
I know I'm getting. If I didn't already, I'm getting it, and if I did, then I'm maybe getting it again.
Are we requesting a specific cover?
We'll talk.
Okay.
Because I kind of want the other two. Like I have the middle cover of book one, but I kind of want the other two.
I want the one of I want the
I know,
butt
you-
shot.
You want
The
that,
Randy,
but I
the
like
Randy
the
Green
other
butt shot.
Yeah.
one.
Well, it's just a very dynamic pose, and it's one I've seen in anime quite a bit, including my favorite one, which is Ghost in the Shell. So I wanted Nova in that pose.
Yeah, my buddy Randy Green, he worked in the 90s and 2000s on like X-Men, and he's on Witchblade forever. But
I love Witchblade.
good. Yeah, so he did a bang up job on that.
Yes, bringing all the talent, Brian.
All right.
I know people.
Hey, we know people too. We should get together. You
We
get
get
to
your
know our
people, talk to my people, and yeah.
Exactly. We just have a little area of people.
We'll have a
That'd be great.
people picnic.
All right. So then we talked about the merch pack with book 2, and I'm just pointing out, like, with everything that you're doing with that merch pack. And the shirt, most campaigns are doing like t-shirts and they're costing like $40 just for the t-shirt. So
That's
you're
nuts.
getting the book, the t-shirt, you're getting stickers, you're getting patches, you're getting magnets, keychains, and whatever else Brian decides that he's gonna shove in there.
Mm-hmm.
Past
Whatever
Mr.
else he can shove in there.
Past Mr. Genesis, have patches been mentioned? You were still having dinner with your mom and or your mother-in-law and your wife, so. But yes, we talked about it.
Patches are in.
Yes. Woo. I get excited. Okay.
Ooh,
So
drawing.
for $100, just $100, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Book 2.
That's a $25 difference, and you get a 9x12 drawing.
Well, this doesn't have. Oh, it does have the merch pack.
It does have the merch pack.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Look, I'm giving stuff away here, people.
I know.
You really are. Well, damn it. Okay. it's fine. I know we're in back now. It's fine.
So it's like the $75 tier with an original. What was it? 9x12 thrown in.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then for $300, you get 11x17 color drawing,
Yes, you
which
do.
is crazy and awesome. And I love watching. I've watched you when you do like your Copic coloring and everything, and every time I'm like, oh, all this stuff that I always get frustrated, and I'm like, I ruined it. I messed it up. It doesn't work now. And I like see you, and you go, you just do this, and then you go again, and then over here, and see how it adds that kind of texture. And I'm like, oh, I stopped too soon.
Never stop.
Like I did
Overdo
like
it.
2 lines, and I go, oh, it's fucked.
You're like, see, just one more line, and she turns her head and looks. Her shit's already on fire in the yard.
I'm like,
The trick is not caring. The trick is just going, I'm going to keep going, whatever. And then you're free. That's the
Yeah.
trick.
Yeah, because you've already written it off. So
Yeah. So then all of a sudden it's amazing things happen.
I
Yeah,
realized that. Like when
That's
you-
what I did there.
Oh gosh.
yeah. Magic happened.
Wow,
So-
that's a very lifelike painting you did off of that really poor drawing.
Right.
Amazing work.
That
Yeah,
thing
do you
on the
like
right,
guinea pig hand?
that thing on the right, and its successor, I got $80 for. Just saying.
Nice.
to be fair, you got $60 for it, and then we threw in my painting, and it went up to 80.
Oh wow.
So, fuck you.
So, oh shit, that I'm out, Brian. I priced my art higher than you. That's $30 a sketch. Oh shit.
Good. Wait, did you get paid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
You know what? You know what it was, Brian, is because it's channel lore, and sadly that is the artwork on our best-selling mug. I can't explain it. It's simply that it's channel lore, and it's if you look, it's a ginger root hand, so it's Bancroft, and then it's a guinea pig hand, which is all Psy. Never seen someone make a guinea pig hand except Psy.
That was just what came out. I mean, that
was just art. That just came from within me.
It did. I'm saying I wasn't trying to draw a guinea pig or a Pikachu, depending on how you look at it. It just, I scribbled it, and then I'm like, well, fuck, that looks like a guinea pig.
The best part is Psy loves guinea pigs.
I do.
like with a freaking fervor. So the fact that it's like, it's a guinea pig hand, I'm like, of course it is. But yeah, so we did that on our auction stream that we had back in, what was it, April?
Yeah.
March. I think it was in March. And we're doing it again in June. So if you want to come, Brian,
hey, definitely send me the link.
I'll let you know the info. It's going to be June 19th, but I'll send it to you in a DM.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll talk, because I would love to see your stuff up there and watch everyone fight over buying it and price it way out of my price range very quickly.
Some made hundreds, some made thousands. Just saying.
Yeah, some did. We actually
some gave all gave some.
Yeah, some made pennies. It's fine. Okay. So you have an original production page for 500, which is badass.
Yeah, and there's only going to be 20 of those. So the rest of the album, or the rest of the book, I'm doing digitally. So there's only going to be 20 original art pages.
Nice.
Wow.
Very cool. And then you can grab this amazing cover art from the man himself, which would be amazing to have and own and put on your wall. Oh gosh.
11 by 17 ink, and then so you can get mine, Randy's, and Robert's. Those are the other two down there. So, and you get all the other stuff included with those, of course.
Very, very cool.
Butt shot. You can get butt shot for $1,000.
Yeah.
Shay, we don't need houses.
Sure, food's irrelevant. Like, it's fine.
We can
keep paying your internet and electricity. That's all that I ask.
We can hang the cover on our cardboard box wall.
That's all you need. Yeah. That's all you need. And a lamp.
And a lamp.
To enjoy it by.
Yeah.
I mean, just a candle, really.
Yeah, well, you don't want to risk the wax getting on it or catching on your cardboard box on fire, but
exactly.
You do whatever you feel like you need to.
Don't do a candle in that.
I need one of those camping lamps that you wind up so that I don't have to buy batteries.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you've had quite a good amount of support, but I still want to see it. I want to see this go higher, but that's just because I love what you do, and you definitely deserve it.
Well, we had 877 on the first campaign, and we're at 322. Of course, that first campaign, I'm always going through and like comparing, like where was I with the last one as compared to this one, and we're not so far behind because this is the second 30 days, so before it goes. But I recently, and I don't know if you back the first book. I hope that by now you've gotten the postcard I sent out. So I actually sent out to all the U.S. backers a physical direct mail, old school postcard reminding everybody, hey. So I've had some people start coming in from that. And that was mainly just being frustrated over trying to fight the algorithm because people just weren't seeing things. So I'm like, I'm just going to mail something to people since I have their addresses. So I did.
Well, and I definitely got it and was really excited when I did. I don't remember when I backed, but I'm pretty sure that I have, and I'm actually going through my backings right now to see. Because if I didn't, I'm going to be really pissed, and then I'm going to back right now.
She's gonna back so hard.
The moon back is so hard. You don't even know.
It's gonna show up on the Richter scale.
You're gonna feel it, Brian.
Oh yeah, no, I backed it. I did.
For
Okay, cool.
$700. Okay.
Yeah, no, I did not. I did not for that much. But what I thought I had done, I'm accurate in doing, which is not get my merch pack because I wasn't sure everything that was in the merch pack at the time. So
Now, is any of this merch original from the first campaign, or is this all new merch, or is it?
Oh, this is all new. Yeah,
really?
Everything you'll get is new stuff.
Oh wow.
nice. Yeah, I'm excited. Is there any other little tidbits or anything that you want to let us know about before we kind of wrap up here?
No, other than I think we pretty much covered everything. Other than I think we didn't talk about the pie in the sky 75K stretch goal, which is I make an animated music video for one of these songs.
Yeah, did we cover
Oh, it's
the
right there.
Yeah, there it is. That was the only one we didn't talk about. But
did we talk about the backup story?
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know where you were.
yeah, we did. Yeah, you might have been watching the trailer again.
I think I was.
I think that's accurate. I think you were.
And I was waiting to hear Shay say Milne.
No.
You remember, don't you, Brian?
Milne, is that what you said?
That will live in infamy.
At least you can say Shearer correctly.
Yeah.
It's usually Shear or Shears or Shaver.
Shaver.
Sheep.
Really?
If my first name was Sheep, nobody would have a problem with it.
Now, Brian, asking for the chat, would you say that the 15-year-old hit you with a thunder punch?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Oh,
That's the only way you can give me a black eyes with a thunder punch.
wow. Oh, that's the other thing that we didn't talk about is you have a referral contest.
Oh yeah. Derp. So when you are logged in to Indiegogo and you share a link out, you get a little number at the end of that link, and it tells Indiegogo anybody that backs from your link that you posted on Twitter or wherever, and says, hey, this many people came from your link. So the top 3 people that send people to the campaign that back will be getting some original art, and I might throw some other special goodies in there too. So share early, share often, get some people in there, and you get some cool stuff.
Something might have just gone out to the chat, just saying. Could have a certain X number corresponding to a certain cyborg.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. It's my X number I put in all of our streams.
Oh, goodness. All right. I'm stalling because Indiegogo takes forever.
It does take forever. That's one thing that they need to work on a couple glitches here.
Yeah, they only have a few, but you've got like Kickstarter that does it like live.
Yeah,
and that always trips me up because I'm so used to doing this.
Yeah, especially when you launch something, it's like refresh, and it's like, wait, Kickstarter? No, I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah. So.
Oh, look at that! It just went up.
You are very close to that 18K. And
getting close to that 20K Alex Milne story.
Yes. So getting much closer, and like I said, you're still sitting here with 17 days left, and a whole lot of awesomeness that people can get in on, and plenty of time for people to find it too. Because I think that's been the biggest problem, is just trying to get. You and I have talked about this where. Like, I wasn't even seeing your tweets for the longest time, and I follow you and retweet you all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Like, because I after I told you to go to my my profile. I said, "Look at all this stuff," and it was like a whole month of just nothing but Thunder Punch. But trying to crack which things Twitter is sending out is just it's almost impossible. I mean, I've spent money and on Facebook. I spent money on YouTube trying to get that trailer played, and I selected the channels it goes on. It was never played once, even though I said I'm paying you money. So it's like it's just a whole new set of challenges just to get things out there. So
yeah, that's probably one of the most frustrating things, but that's why we wanted to make sure we got you on. We absolutely love what you do. We want to make sure that more people see it, and I loved the first book. I really, really enjoyed it. It was so much fun. And I'm not a huge Transformers fan. I'm not a huge space kind of battles and anything like that. But this was phenomenal. It was super entertaining, and had a lot of Sai deleted my link because Sai plays dirty. And I didn't delete Sai's link because I'm not that petty. So, throwing that out there. Sai, you were the worst.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah. Anyway, the first book was phenomenal. I really think that you're going to enjoy the second one. You're not going to want to miss out on it. So please, if you have not already backed this, get on it. If you have, share it out, share it with your friends. There's so much amazingness that can happen here. And if you want to see more awesome art, go and check out Brian's YouTube channel. He's going to be doing more of this art on his channel. Shots fired from past
and a link to his channel, and I think I still have the link to your T-shirt, Brian. Do you remember that?
Which T-shirt?
Let us look at the description. Sorry,
I've added a couple T-shirts in the last
Magic Time Suckers.
Oh, the Magic Time one, yeah. I just added Problematic Madge a couple weeks ago. That people seem to like that one.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to. I've been increasing my indie comic T-shirt stock, I guess. So I'm gonna have to add more Brian Scher to that because that needs to happen. Brian, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for asking me again. Always happy to come on.
Welcome every time.
I appreciate it. And that's again awesome helmet.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. I'm shocked because
she impressed herself.
Yes. Didn't think this was gonna be done. I was talking to Sai, and I was like, "What happens when I don't finish this?" They were like, "Well, I don't know. So you better finish it." I'm like, cool. That's cool.
Yep, and the link to his YouTube is also in the description.
Cool.
Yes. So whenever you're watching Red Valkyrie Presents, if you want to know where you can find the creator, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the description, and it will have the guests with their Twitter, if they have a YouTube, and all that kind of stuff. I think we linked to Brian's website. We linked to all the good stuff.
Yeah. I'm around. I'm everywhere.
Yeah. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us, Brian. And Alex, thank you for all that you do, as always, even if you did delete my referral link.
Glad to help. Always have your back.
Yeah. And we will catch all of you wonderful people next time. Have a fantastic night.
Bye, everybody.